XRP Ripple pumps, pumpity pump, ladies and gentlemen. Huge profits made here on my trading desk. Stay with me. Oh my goodness, XRP pumps, Bitcoin pumps to the moon, Ethereum pumps. Oh my goodness, I'm doing the happy dance. I'm like everyone else. I'm like, oh yeah, okay. We got this pumpity pump and Bitcoin up huge, up from 66,000 recently to 78,000 on the Bitcoin. S&P 500 up 1.41%. The Dow 30 up 2.10%. NASDAQ up 1.56%. The Russell 2000, huge pump, up 2.63%. Gold bullion up huge, up $81, nearly 2%. Pump in gold up to 4,889, and the Bitcoin up 3,200 points. Ladies and gentlemen, oh my goodness, what a great weekend. We're going to go into the weekend. Oh, awesome, man. So, man, I've been squaring profits off all morning, all AM. Today is Friday, April 17, 2026. Give me a like, give me a share. My goodness, squaring off huge profits on all my blockchain ETFs. Got the pumpity pump on such. So we're going to go over this here in a minute. The S&P 500. Got a lot of news to go on the Straits. The Straits of Hormuz are opened. It's the art of the deal. So the headline here, we'll go over this real quick, is on bar chart. The S&P 500 and NASDAQ 100 soar to record highs as the Middle East tensions ease. The war is over. I had called it about on the 6th or 7th of about 2 weeks ago. Oil prices dropped more than 10% and U.S. stocks soar after Iran reopens the Straits of Hormuz. Home Shopping Network pioneer QVC files for bankruptcy protection. Iran war energy shocks drive nuclear power plants in hard-hit Asia and Africa. Unbelievable. Advanced micro devices, news there. So let's go over to the stock market real quick. Stay with me to the end, people. I mean, I've been just squaring off huge profits. S&P 5 mini up 104 points. The NASDAQ 100 up 381 points. The Dow futures up over 1,100 points. The VIX dipping to 20.1000. The Dixie is weak though. 97.770. The 10-year at 111-250. Crude oil tanks down $9.49, $9.50 to 81.70. So Trump, man, the Trump pump. Man, Trump's made me rich, wealthy, and affluent, just fading the trade here on the Trump trade. Nat gas is off, 2.698. Gold pumping, huge pump. Silver bullion pumps up $4 today to 82.440. This is what we got, ladies and gentlemen. Ethereum pumps, huge pump on ETH, XRP. You heard it here first. Remember, I was backing the truck up on XRP at 1.33. More on that later, but my goodness. So let's read the news headlines here. Look at bar chart. Awesome. Gold again up, huge. Stocks climb as the U.S.-Iran diplomacy boosts Wall Street. 3 indexes jump with the Dow Jones leading the way. Oil prices plunge after Trump says Iran agrees to suspend nuclear enrichment. In Sri Lanka, they're paying $286 per barrel for oil. Outrageous. Shipping firms seek clarification before crossing the Hormuz. Can't blame them. I can imagine the insurance people at like Lloyd's of London type of thing trying to insure these oil tankers. Tech stocks trade at records. Anthropic releases Claude Opus. TSM is pumping. Eli Lilly sees weight loss drugs reaching only half of potential users. Older millennials are starting to act like boomers in the housing market. People aren't buying houses, they're on a housing strike to purchase. Uber Eats launches retail return feature, so you can eat some food on Uber Eats and then return it. China DeepSeek is raising funds at 10 billion valuation. Tesla poised to snap a 8-week losing streak with earnings ahead. We got Tesla earnings on deck here, people. So that's what we have. So stay with me to the end, though. We're going to go over my trading and speculation plan. CNN reports Iran declares straits completely open as negotiations race for a deal. So state media reports criticizing the decision. Okay, so it's just a lot of news. And then the Pope, first American Pope, steps into the political arena against Trump. So that's a big to-do because some are saying it divide people. But, what's the Pope doing making political commentary? Who knows? So we shall see. Boy, that'll divide people. All right. So we've got so much to go over here. So much news. XRP pumps. Alamar Biosciences valued at $1.5 billion as shares jump in NASDAQ debut. Warsh may have ideas for the Fed, but the economy may require something different. So the US dollar, though, is not doing so well. Oil and gas plunge on Hormuz opening. Hope for the end of the war. Russia billionaire says drone affects nitrogen fertilizer trade. So a lot of fertilizer with that ammonia travels through the Strait of Hormuz. Says here oil plunges 13%. Dow soars over 1,000 points. Iran says straits are open. My goodness. China announces able to detect color for autonomous driving. A lot of news here on Anthropic, Claude Opus 4.7 after concern about Mythos AI. A lot of news here. Stocks are pumping. So squared off some nice profits today in SPY ETF. It's never too high to buy, trading at 710 for SPY. The triple Q's new high, the Dow Jones Industrial Average. Squared off huge profits today in blockchain ETF, the BKCH and Block, BLOK. So God, nice there. My goodness, I don't even know what to say. So, well, check this out. I recently published an ebook. Are you involved with AI, artificial intelligence? How about project management? AI Project Management, Kindle edition. You can see the links below. Are you a project manager navigating the world of AI? Do you want to lead AI projects confidently, but you feel overwhelmed by technical jargon and unique challenges? My comprehensive ebook is a guide for you. AI Project Management. It goes beyond traditional methodologies to give you the skills and mindset needed to succeed in an AI-driven project management future. It's not about managing timelines and budgets. It's about being a leading innovator, managing ethical risks, and mastering the new AI project lifestyle. Links below, you can read my ebook for free. So I do affiliate marketing for my own products. So, my goodness. DeepSeek news, amazing. I own my website. It's a competitor. Some are saying it's better than DeepSeek. It's www.dataplunge.com. It's DeepSeek, but it's manufactured here in the US. So check out my website, dataplunge.com. it has, like they're saying, the $10 billion valuation just for DeepSeek. So my Data Plunger app and platform that I own, could put me in the B club where it has $1 billion valuation. So, links below. China, news on China, Netflix tanks, post earnings. Tesla, news on earnings soon enough. Anthropic, Claude, news there. So let's look at the gainers and losers. Mace, MAASE Inc. is up 32%. Might sell some calls there. My goodness. New Scale Power up huge, up 10%. MicroStrategy, mentioned it a couple days ago on my channel, up 10%. Construction, something, stock symbol ROAD, ROAD. Oh man, look at this one. Top. Now look at the losers and selling possible puts. Badger Meter off 22%. PBF Energy might sell a put there, off 14%. Par Pacific off 13%. CVR Energy might sell a put there to a spread, off 11%. And okay, now most active stocks. This is where I get dialed in on my trading desk. Nvidia's active. Netflix active. Intel again pumping at $68, $69 a share. Tesla at $402 a share, very active, and American Airlines. So this is, put together my trading plan for today. Today with oil tanking, looking at selling puts on big companies like Exxon. ExxonMobil, right, is off huge today. Big, large cap stock. You can sell the premiums. ExxonMobil selling maybe the $140 put, doing a spread there. ConocoPhillips, Chevron, all the big oil stocks. Let's see. All right. Now I'm pulling together my trading plan. I know it's redundant, but we got to look at this. I'm going to do my own research. So I'm looking at selling calls and doing spread trades on the top gainers. MicroStrategy, I buy 100 shares of stock, 1,000 shares, and then sell calls and then buy out of the money puts as a hedge. Some of the call options on these stocks, many times when they're pumped like this, are up, 15, 20,000%. So let's look at MAS, M-A-A-S. Mace or MAS Inc. See if there's options on it. No options. Darn. Okay. Info equation, it's called. INFQ. So I'm doing my research here. All right, let's look at INFQ. I'm on my trading desk here. Inflection. All right, the stock symbol. There's options on it. The stock pumped up, like at one point today was up 34%. So let's see the call options. Expires in 28 days. Just out of the money call options at the 17.50 strike. Just out of the money call, that $20 strike, are up to 200%. So, I kind of look at these stock deals on how I can write options against their price action. So, New Scale Power up huge. MicroStrategy again. And top losers, BMI. PBF Energy. That's a PBF. Let's look at PBF here real quick. Doing a live trade here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, PBF Energy. Stock symbol PBF. Off huge today on the news on oil. There's options. Let's look at the out of the money puts. They expire in 28 days. Just out of the money puts at $36 strike, up 128%. $2.80 on the offer. Bid $2.35, so there's a spread. So, one of the $30 puts are up 7,200%. That's, might be a decent trade there. So I look at this every day on how to trade options on these extraordinary price actions. And then Tesla. We got news on the earnings, so right at MOC on earnings day, I'll purchase a right out of the money call and out of the money put on Tesla right at the close. Tesla. All right, so let's see. Tesla earnings, be trading it. Usually that trade works out 4 times a year for me with the earnings, so that's a fun trade. I collar it. Here's the stocks here. I purchase an out of the money call and then an out of the money put right at the close, and see how it trades, and then it has such a one big price action versus the other, and those trades tend to do real well. So it's a 4 time a year deal for Tesla. So that's what we have. So my trading plan today is, again, taking huge profits out of Bitcoin. Traded it. I'll DCA Bitcoin today, start the cycle all over again. A dollar cost average Bitcoin, then SPYTF. I'll see what I did. Took all the profits in one account out of Bitcoin, I'm guessing about 30 to 40,000 points in profit out of it. Scalp that out. So I'll continue, I'll reset, and then today I'll start purchasing Bitcoin again on the DCA. Then I did the same thing with SPY ETF, took some nice profits on it, did the breakout trade, square the profits off, and then continue to DCA the stock indexes, the blockchain ETF, BKCH and Block, squared off huge profits in those today, and then was able to get into some cash. So that's what we have. And then writing option premiums on earnings for Tesla and the biggest moving stocks. So that's what we have. My tummy's grumbling here. So I'm doing my intermittent fasting. So I'm down about 20 pounds in the last 2 months, getting fit. I'll be doing a water fast today too. So that's the news we have today, folks. It's exciting. Running about 17 minutes. Let's look at CNN. We got news on the Pope and Trump, and then geopolitics, socioeconomics. I know you can hear the mouse clicking, but my videos are unedited. So that's what we have. Huge profits in the gold and silver. I own lots of silver bags. Sold 80% of my silver at the highest pump though, but now I'll be looking to sell some purchase. I'm going to look to purchase Bitcoin in on the breakout again, but I don't even know what to say. I'm so excited today about XRP pumping, huge pump on XRP, and huge liquidity. XRP was trading less than $1 billion a day in liquidity, and then increased to like $2, $3, and $4 billion a day in trades on XRP. So this is what we have. Outrageous. XRP, part of the XRP army. XRP, look at us. Trading today as high as 1.504. In the last month, XRP was on the dippy dip to dollar cost average 1.283, and now we get a huge pump. So it's just in the last week, XRP alone is up 10%. Feels good. I haven't had a big trade like this in quite some time. So we got Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Solana's up big. Let's see the biggest gainers today. Robinhood's doing awesome. Peanut the Squirrel today is off 18%. And then let's see the biggest gainers. Oh man. Compound, Popcat, Stellar, Uniswap is up. Curve, Shiba Inu, Pudgy Penguins is up good too. Aave and XRP and Tezos and Pepe. Pepe's up nearly 4%. So I own most of these cryptos. Man. Doge, the dog coin, the doggy coin, I own some Doge. So like I said, running about 19 minutes, but just took a huge profit today. All AM, just squaring profits off all all today. So I'll break fast today around 2 o'clock in about a half hour. But man, getting ready for the summer. Went shopping at Costco. I bought the entire prime ribeye roast like this. Thing's incredible. So I'm on the diet. It's called carnivore. And man, I do water fasting. So this Saturday, I'll do a Sunday, Monday water fast coming up. Skipped it last week, but this week I'll do a 2-day water fast. I only consume food 5 days a week on average. Then I do intermittent fasting. I'll break fast today again at 2 p.m. And then we'll do a 2-day water fast, like I said, Sunday, Monday, and then I do intermittent fasting. So combined all together with the electrolytes. So my tummy's growling. You can probably hear it. I'm getting ready to break fast here soon enough. So that's what we have, people. Doing the happy dance. I'm like, it is so awesome. Oh man, my time is my own, and I give thanks. I say this every day too. I want to welcome all my Twitter viewers. I've been on Twitter since, look at this. I've been on Twitter since, I'm going to look at the year, since how long? Joined in 2011. So how many years is that? That's a long time. So I've been on Twitter a long time. I want to introduce myself, everyone. Got a lot of followers. I got about 1,700 followers on Twitter. So I'll be producing and publishing my video on Twitter and on the YouTube, and then pushing my videos also out on LinkedIn. And so that's what we have. We got an awesome, great day, the weekend. Let me check the weather on my app here that I own, weathermist.com. Weather Mist. It's the same. We're in drought conditions here in North Florida. The worst drought conditions in 14 years in northern Florida where I'm at. Weathermist.com. 85 degrees, feels like 88, humidity's at 30%, wind at 4 mile an hour wind, UV index is up at 8.15 and no rain. But my AI, it's agentic AI, so what it says is, and there's no latency, so it gives me real dynamic alerts. Stay hydrated and wear sunscreen if you're planning to be outside. And it says to drink plenty of water or electrolyte to stay hydrated in warm weather. So that's on my app that I own called weathermist.com. Check it out. Tell me what you think. So that's what I have, everyone. Huge profit day, getting into some cash, and then we're going to reset the cycle again and start trading and speculation again. And so wonderful trades again. Bitcoin, purchasing ETH at less than $2,000 at pumps, purchasing Bitcoin there, man, below 130. Huge trade there. Bitcoin at pumpity pump. So that's what I have. Just, I say this every day too. I give thanks for my abundant supply now manifested. I have it now. So with that, everyone, have a super wonderful, awesome, great day and a wonderful weekend. Thanks.